Welcome back. You know, with the holidays here, you want to make sure you enjoy every single moment, including all the sights and sounds. But if you're having trouble hearing lately, there is a solution, hearing aids, and you can get yours before Christmas arrives. Joining me now with more is KC24's Pro Who Knows, Dennis Thomas with Beltone Hearing Aids. Welcome back to the show, Dennis. It's good to have you.
Thank you. It's good to be back.
You're really coming up, Beltone is coming up with so many new and innovative ways to get hearing aids for pretty much anyone with any hearing issues. Is that right?
Well, yeah, we want to make sure that it's medically necessity, and there's medical necessity involved. The hearing loss has to be to a certain point, and make sure there's no medical intervention that can come in. If it can be medically treated, then that's where the ear, nose, and throat doctors come in and do their job. But if it's something that can't be treated, that's where we come in and do the hearing aid fitting and process and everything.
So what's the difference between a hearing aid versus a hearing aid service? Is there a difference?
Many times people look at a hearing aid and say, okay, that's what I need to get. It's just a hearing aid. But what they don't realize is the service that goes behind that. So that's where Beltone really gets it. It's been around for 71 years for a reason, because they understand that not only does it take good product, it takes even better service to maintain that device.
Got it.
You got to keep them in top working order, because the environment that it sits into inside the ear.
Oh, you have one on right now? I didn't even notice that.
And when it sits down in the ear, there's earwax, there's cerumen, skin, body oils, perspiration, dirt, makeup, all hairspray, all that can get inside those devices. So when it comes down to maintaining and making sure that hearing is working all the time, it needs to be cleaned on a regular basis.
Gotcha.
So we
put it up to that camera right there so they can see it.
We put it on a pre-scheduled maintenance program for every patient. And so about every 3 months or whatever's required is when we go through the cleaning on that device. And also once a year testing and reprogramming. That's good for life. And part of our Beltone Network, which we're independently owned, but there's 1,500 stores nationwide, that if a person's away on business, seeing their family or something, and the hearing aid plugs up and goes down, they can walk into their center, and there's never a charge for as long as they have that Beltone product to do the cleaning and maintenance, and it's all free.
Now, that is really tiny. Does that mean, let's talk about the technology behind them, because there's also other devices that you brought with you today that we want to talk about, because that keeps just getting better and better, doesn't it, the technology?
Technology is wonderful, because it does, it can be complicated if you kind of look at it saying, how am I going to operate these devices? But they're designed to be very simple. So once we program them and get them the way they're supposed to be, then the patient can regulate. That's the one we just saw,
right, that you were holding? Is that it?
That one's a little bit bigger device for a super small ear canal. So it all depends on what's right for the patient. And the device has to fit their particular needs. Maybe dexterity issues is something we got to consider. So when we have the patient in front of us, we do a lifestyle assessment to find out what kind of environments they sit into. And we also do an assessment on their ability to handle the products.
What's the major cause of hearing loss?
Most of the time it has to do with nerve deafness. Unfortunately, birthdays do add up, and they do cause some damage, or do cause some problems, especially with the noise environment. So if somebody has worked around a lot of noise, it does create damage within those nerve endings, and the only thing that we can do to correct that is by using a hearing aid to stimulate the nerves that are there.
Do you find that maybe in the future or here sometime soon, you're going to see a lot more people needing hearing aids because of all our young or all our young people right now, the baby boomers, using the ear sets and the iPads and everything like that?
All that adds up.
Really?
And especially with the iPads and stuff, at least with the listeners, with the music and everything, that's all going to cause some damage if you keep on cranking it up louder.
Now we have about a minute. You've got to talk about this. Is it a speaker? What is it exactly?
Well, this is a new device that Beltone just came out with. It's called MyPal.
Okay.
And what it is it wirelessly sends a signal to the hearing aid device.
Gotcha.
And you can wear this as, say, like if you were, that there was a spouse or something, you could wear it, walk away, and it'll take your voice and wirelessly send it right into the hearing aid. So you can be in another room and talk, and the patient can still hear you. So if we have somebody that's severely impaired or having a lot of difficulty, the closer we get that signal to go in their ears without the noise, then it comes in much clearer for them.
Okay, and the spouse just kind of puts it on like a microphone, maybe.
And we can even regulate the volume
That's
control
really-
through that.
Got it.
Or they can regulate it through the remote control for the device too.
So many devices. That's fantastic. Okay, so if you want more information, call 473-4651. Beltone, I know you're located here in Fresno off of North 1st Street, Suite 116. So give them a call in case you have any questions or want to find out more about these.
And we have
handy-dandy
3
devices.
other locations, Hanford, Visalia, and Merced.
There you go, Hanford.
Okay.
You're all over the valley,
Exactly.
Beltone.
We cover our
Thanks again.
bases.
We appreciate it, Dennis. We'll see you next time, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Stick around. Don't go anywhere. Central Valley Today. We'll be right back.